children, good morning. Today we will discuss about preparation of hydrogen from boiling water and steam, from dilute acid and active metals, and from alkali and metals. So let us start the preparation of hydrogen from boiling water. Boiling water. In the previous video, I told you all how hydrogen is prepared by using cold water. Highly reactive element like potassium, sodium and calcium even react with cold water to produce hydrogen gas. Right? Now let us see how it is prepared by boiling water. So metal like magnesium, okay, when magnesium reacts with boiling water, it forms magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Okay, so reaction of magnesium with boiling water in bracket here downside you can write boiling water, right, to produce magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas liberates, right. So when your magnesium react with boiling water, it forms magnesium hydroxide. You can observe here magnesium can also react with steam. So when magnesium react with steam, it form magnesium oxide. Just after that we will discuss about it. But when it react with boiling water, it forms magnesium hydroxide. Okay, so you can see here in the reaction, magnesium undergo reaction with water, boiling water to form magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas liberates. Okay, to make it balance, we have to put stoichiometric coefficient 2 just before water molecule, right. Now let's see how hydrogen is prepared from steam and metals. Steam and metals. Steam and metals. Right. Okay. Magnesium, zinc, aluminium and iron. What I told, magnesium, zinc, aluminium and iron. They react with steam to liberate hydrogen. Magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron. They react with steam to produce hydrogen gas. So let us start with magnesium first. So magnesium reacts with steam and produces magnesium oxide liberating hydrogen gas. Just before I told you all, when magnesium undergo reaction with boiling water, it forms magnesium hydroxide. But when magnesium reacts with steam, very important reaction it is. When magnesium reacts with steam, downside you can write steam, right, it produces magnesium oxide, MgO, and hydrogen gas liberates. Hydrogen gas liberates, right. Clear. Similarly, when aluminium undergo reaction, aluminium with steam, it also produces hydrogen gas. Aluminium undergo reaction with steam to produce oxide of aluminium, Al2O3. Hydrogen gas liberates. To make it balance, you have to put stoichiometric coefficient 2 before aluminium and 3 before water. Here is steam, not water. You can see steam here, and 3 before hydrogen. Chemical reaction is balanced now, right. It is very difficult to get aluminium in pure state, as it has great affinity for oxygen. So it is coated with its oxide, aluminium oxide. On rubbing with sandpaper, the oxide coating is removed and aluminium reacts with steam to produce hydrogen. Clear? What I told? It is very difficult to get aluminium in pure state, because aluminium is having great affinity for oxygen. That's why it is coated with the oxide of aluminium. Suppose this is a piece of aluminium metal, right? Due to great affinity for oxygen, aluminium's upper surface is covered with aluminium oxide Al2O3, because whatever the surface of aluminium is there on upper area, it undergo reaction with atmospheric oxygen to form aluminium oxide. So a very thin upper layer of aluminium piece will be coated with aluminium oxide. So whenever you perform the reaction of aluminium with steam, first of all you have to rub the upper surface with sandpaper. Rub it with sandpaper, then you will get pure piece of aluminium. Now this aluminium can undergo reaction with water, or you can say steam, to produce Al2O3 and hydrogen. I hope you people understood, right? Clear? Okay. Sometime it is asked in the question like give reason. Now come at reaction with zinc. Zinc reacts with steam to produce zinc oxide, liberating hydrogen gas as magnesium were reacting. So zinc undergo reaction with steam to produce zinc oxide, hydrogen gas liberates. Right? Clear? Now next is reaction with red hot iron. Reaction of steam with red hot iron. Reaction of steam with red hot iron. More often this reaction is asked in examination. What happens when red hot iron react with steam? This reaction is reversible reaction. Okay. If you talk about reaction of red hot iron with steam, the reaction is reversible. But in the practice, the reaction proceeds continuously from the reactant to product. This is because hydrogen is blown out of contact with iron by the force of the current of the steam. Right? Why? This is because hydrogen is blown out of contact with iron by the force of the current of the steam. Right? So a reaction of iron with steam, it produces ferroferric. Reaction is reversible. It forms magnetite, or you can say ferroferrous Fe3O4, and hydrogen gas liberates. Right? Always remember, the reaction of red hot iron with steam is a reversible reaction. It is reversible reaction and produces Fe3O4, ferroferrous, along with hydrogen gas. Right? Now we will discuss about reaction of dilute acid with active metal, means displacement of hydrogen from acid. So next topic, how hydrogen gas is prepared by using active metals and acid. Okay, the heading will be displacement of hydrogen from acid. Displacement of hydrogen from acid. So active metals, or you can say metals which are placed above in metals reactivity series, they displaces hydrogen from dilute acid to produce hydrogen gas and respective salt. Okay, if we talk about metals reactivity series, it includes potassium. Please stop calling me a zebra. I like his calling huge smart Guy of Patiala. This is metals reactivity series. This is metals reactivity series. Right? Active metals, or you can say highly reactive metals, are placed at top, while less reactive elements at the bottom side. So metal like potassium, sodium, calcium, they are very highly reactive elements. Okay, they can undergo reaction with the dilute acid, but reaction will be very violent. Reaction will be very violent. These displace hydrogen from the acid with explosive violence reaction. Okay, so here reaction will be very explosive. If we talk about potassium, sodium and calcium, due to very high reactivity, dilute acid when undergo reaction with these metals, the reaction is very highly explosive. That's why the reaction is not feasible. This reaction is not feasible. Okay, so we generally avoid such kind of reaction which is very violent and explosive. Okay, if we talk about metal like magnesium, aluminium and zinc in the metals reactivity series, these displaces hydrogen from acids vigorously but not violently. Reaction will be here also a vigorous form. Reaction will be very vigorously but not violent, not that much explosive as we were discussing about potassium, sodium and calcium. Okay, so it can liberate hydrogen gas with some precaution. Okay, so metals like magnesium, aluminium and zinc displaces hydrogen from acid vigorously but not violently. Vigorously but not violently. Okay, so here with potassium, sodium and calcium, reaction is explosive and violent and violence. Okay, while if you talk about magnesium, zinc and aluminium, reaction is vigorous but not violent, so second reaction is possible but not violent. If we talk about first reaction, it is not possible at all because reaction is very highly explosive. Clear? And metal like iron, lead, okay, they displaces hydrogen from acid gently. So lead, metal like lead and zinc, they can gently replace hydrogen. They can gently replace hydrogen from acid. Hydrogen from acid. Right? Clear? So let us see how reaction takes place. How reaction takes place. So dilute acid like H2SO4 dilute and HCl dilute HCl, okay, is used for the preparation of hydrogen gas. Okay, so let us see the reaction with magnesium. So magnesium undergo reaction with dilute HCl. Clear? It liberates hydrogen gas because you can see here reactivity of magnesium is high as compared to hydrogen, so it will displace hydrogen from hydrochloric acid to form MgCl2 and hydrogen gas. Right? Similarly, aluminium is also highly reactive as compared to hydrogen. So when aluminium undergo reaction with dilute acid, it displaces hydrogen to form aluminium salt and hydrogen gas. If you are taking sulfuric acid, dilute it from aluminium sulfate plus hydrogen gas. If you are taking HCl, dilute HCl, it form AlCl3 and hydrogen gas liberates. Similarly, zinc also undergo reaction with dilute acid. It may be dilute sulfuric acid or dilute HCl. When reaction is with dilute sulfuric acid, it produces zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas liberate. If it is HCl, if it is dilute HCl, it produces ZnCl2 and hydrogen gas liberates. Similarly, reaction with iron. Reaction with iron is a little bit specific. See, whenever iron undergo reaction with dilute HCl, it forms FeCl2, ferrous chloride plus hydrogen gas liberate. Always remember, FeCl3 is not possible with the dilute acid. FeCl3 is always formed by the combination reaction. When iron undergo reaction with chlorine, it forms FeCl3. But whenever it undergo reaction with dilute acid like HCl, it always form FeCl2, not FeCl3. Okay, so I hope you people understood how hydrogen gas is prepared by the reaction of dilute acid with active metal. Okay, right? So that's all for today. Thank you. In the next video we will discuss about displacement of hydrogen by alkali, and the laboratory method of preparation of hydrogen gas. So thank you so much.